In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple trading strategies you can use to make money online trading cryptocurrency. This video is suitable if you're a complete beginner to trading cryptocurrency, or even if you've dipped your toe in the water and you're looking for some ways to really understand how you can benefit, how you can profit from the charts. Without any further delay, guys, please do smash that like down below, subscribe for more educational trading videos, hit the bell, and let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, get yourself a cryptocurrency trading account. I use 2 different exchanges. I use Bybit and I also use BingX, both brilliant crypto trading platforms. My advice is, if you are someone in the United States, Canada, the UK, any of these kind of countries, BingX is a great choice because there's no KYC, no verification, and using the link down below, there are, of course, great bonuses, $5,000 and 50% off fees. If you're anywhere other than the States or the UK, pretty much Bybit is going to be the option for you. It's the legacy crypto exchange, amazing exchange, one I've been working with for many years. So again, huge bonuses up to $30,000 on Bybit down below, plus 0 fees. To get the bonuses on these exchanges, guys, you use these links, sign up literally with an email, takes 20 seconds, deposit at least $100 or the equivalent in crypto, place your first trade, and you'll be able to get those rewards and those bonuses. And after I've shown you these 3 trading strategies to make money, if you want to learn how to use these exchanges properly, I've got tutorials for both. My BingX step-by-step beginner's guide and my complete Bybit tutorial, all with chapters. So if you want to watch those, make yourself a cup of tea or a coffee, get a notepad, and there's plenty of value to learn in those videos, how to do everything from buying, depositing, trading, making orders, stop loss, take profit. It's all covered in these videos. I will put them in the link in the description down below. But let's focus now on these 3 trading strategies that have made me a lot of money trading crypto and how they can make you a lot of money as well. Okay, so for these 3 strategies I'm going to show you, you can use them pretty much on any cryptocurrency, and you can use them on any time frame. For those of you not so familiar with time frame, you'll see on a chart, I'm using TradingView, by the way, which is entirely free. If you do want their premium version, I do have a 15% discount link down below, but like I said, it will work on the free version as well. You can then select the coin. I've put Bitcoin, so I've just typed in Bitcoin here. I've used the Coinbase chart, depending on where you're trading. Let's say you wanted to use Bybit. It's probably best that you go Bitcoin, USDT, and then find the Bybit chart, just so it gives you the right one. But yeah, let's focus on strategy number 1, and I'm going to be using Bitcoin as the example, but like I said, you can use any cryptocurrency. So first strategy, RSI. RSI stands for the Relative Strength Index, and it's measured in this chart down below. You can find it by just typing in RSI and going to this one, the Relative Strength Index. You click on it, it will add it to your chart. So in this example, I'm going to use the 30-minute chart, and basically you'll notice that when the RSI is overbought, so when the RSI is high, and generally speaking, the way that you want to use RSI is by looking at the 30% and the 70%. When it's at 70% or above, it's generally time to sell, to short. If it's at 30% or lower, generally it's time to buy. It's important to stick to one time frame so you can have you don't want to have confluence in whether you're buying or selling, because of course on the 30-minute time frame you could be a little bit overbought and it may be telling you to sell. However, on the 10-minute time frame, or for example on the 1-minute time frame, it could be much lower. It isn't in this example, but on the 30-second it goes lower. Maybe if I was to go into, let's say, the monthly time frame, the RSI is much lower. So it depends on the time frame you're looking at as to whether you should buy or sell. So let's look at an example here. You can see when the price of Bitcoin peaked at this point here, you can see on my chart. Look where the RSI was in this higher price range. Well, it got up above 70. In fact, it went up to 90%. And when it was at 90%, it gave you the opportunity to short and dollar cost average into this point where the Bitcoin price went down in terms of percentage, nearly 5%. Now, if you had a 10x leverage position, of course, that would have been a 50% profit. I talk more about how to use order types, how to use leverage and trading in these tutorials. So once again, after this video, once you've learned the strategies, do apply them in the trading tutorials that I've put down beneath this video. So RSI is a very useful strategy. You can see it also for buying crypto. Look when the RSI was down at 21. Look at the opportunity you could have bought. You could have bought and got huge upside potential. And again, it works on any different time frame or any different cryptocurrency. You can see, I mean, look, for example, how oversold we were back here, and look at the massive gains you would have made had you have traded the RSI, you know, to the next point where it went over bought again. So a great indicator, so simple to use. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions with that indicator. And whilst you're down there, if you haven't already, like the video and make sure you subscribe. So let's go into the next strategy. The next strategy are the key price levels. To be precise, the daily key price levels. So I'm going to get rid of the relative strength index in this one. And I'm going to show you by using the daily chart. Again, this works for any cryptocurrency, but this is the daily. So you want to be in the daily chart. We're going to use the daily levels to understand where the resistance is and where the support is. So with this snippet of a Bitcoin chart, what we want to do is go to this indicator here where we have our trend lines, and you're looking for the horizontal ray. Okay. What you want to do in the chart is find where a green candle and a red candle finished. So look at this as an example. Easier, I'll show you. Look here, green candle and red candle close. You can see how it closed there. This is a daily resistance level. You can see that there. Another daily resistance level would be here. You ignore the wicks, okay? We're ignoring these wicks. We're just focusing on the bodies of the candle. And it's gonna become even more clear as I go on. So another daily level is here, okay? And in terms of support, we're not going to use this one because this daily candle hasn't closed. But look, this candle and this candle here add up as a daily support. So if it's beneath you, it's support. If it's above you, it's resistance. So now we know we have some key levels to work from. We're now trading into resistance. So what the key levels are telling us is there may be more value in a short right now. Okay, so what we could then do is go to these indicators here and we could find our short position tool. We can basically see if there's value in going short. So let's say we wanted to target the support because we're closer to the resistance. Well, we have a 2.23 risk to reward ratio. What that means is that we could win 1% and just risk 0.46%. So a nice risk to reward trade there. Okay, so we can see by looking at the daily levels where the resistance is and where the support is. And in this situation, the support is much further away from resistance. So there's more value in trading to the downside. It's important to mention that you should try and use at least 2 to 3 indicators on top of each other to basically see what the chart is telling us. And I'll show you an example of that towards the end of the video after we've looked after the example of trading indicator number 3. So that's daily key levels. Now we are going to look at something called the volume weighted average price, also known as the VWAP. Okay, it's best to use VWAP on the lower time frames. I suggest either the 5, 10 or 15-minute chart. I'm going to show it to you on the 10-minute chart here. So This is a little bit similar to something very well known called Bollinger Bands, but it's a bit different. It uses the volume weighted average price to create support and resistance. If we're above the bands, which in the case at the moment we are, there is bullish momentum. The price is heading to the upside. If the price is within the bands, it's more likely to come down to the support level, which is already mapped out. So in this scenario here, where we got many closes on the 10-minute chart beneath, you saw a close, another rejection, it would be very, very likely that it was coming to our support. And we could have put a short trade on here and profited 0.4%. If you were 10x leverage there, that would be a 4% trade. 100x leverage, a 40% win. Of course, when you're using leverage, please manage risk responsibly. You can trade leverage on BingX up to 150x and also on Bybit. Again, I have the links below for both of these exchanges with bonuses and discounted trading fees below. And I've got the trading tutorials to go with it. Again, link beneath the video to watch those. But let's look further. That would be a short trade example. What about in the example of a long trade? Well, here we got a support. This is a bullish candle. We have a wick to the upside and it closed within. So here you may have wanted to enter a long to the next resistance point. You may not want to close. You may want to set a stop loss here because it went to that point. Why take profit when you can set stop loss? And we would have gained another, in terms of percentage from here, we would have gained another 0.8 plus the previous 0.4, 1.2%. If that was 10x leverage, 12x, 100x leverage, 120% win. The other way to read the VWAP strategy is by looking what happened the previous day. So you can see these straight lines, straight line here, straight line here, straight line here. These represent the close of the days. When you approach the VWAP, which is the volume weight average price, which is this blue line, it often means resistance. So right now we're trading into resistance. So you may not want to continue along there. Equally, the previous day's upper band will act as resistance as well. That could be deemed as a stop loss if you are going short. So if you wanted to short this right now, I would use that as a stop loss. Equally, by the same token, I would have used this as a stop loss here or just beneath it. Always a good idea, about 0.25% beneath it to allow some wiggle room. But this would have been a good opportunity to go long here because we're approaching the previous day's support. So I would have set my stop loss just beneath that, and it would have been a great long opportunity to the next VWAP, about a 1.25% profit. If you have any questions about VWAP, please do leave them in the comments below. There's all other educational content and my socials down below, as well as my Telegram groups. I hope you found value from this so far. I'm going to show you now an example of overlapping the VWAP strategy along with the RSI. So we'll turn on the RSI strategy here, and we'll also use a daily key resistance level, which we know, I'll just use it here, is at $27,785. Okay, so $27,785. We'll go back into the 15-minute chart. We know that the daily level is about here, and you can see it's made its resistance point. You can see on this 15-minute chart, the relative strength index is slightly high, being above 50%, being rejected off the RSI band, and we may potentially be coming into the VWAP. So we may see support down at about $27,500. So we can see from this 15-minute chart, the chances are we're heading lower in the short term, and that could be a great opportunity to enter a short trade. Of course, things don't always add up. These indicators used on top of each other give you a very high degree of certainty, but it doesn't always work out that way. That's why you need a stop loss. And once again, if you want to learn more about how to trade, watch my BingX trading tutorial and my Bybit trading tutorial. Once again, if you're someone that's in the UK, in the States, in Canada, I recommend BingX. no restrictions, no KYC, great crypto trading platform. If you're anywhere outside of the States, Canada, the UK, Bybit's my preferred crypto trading platform in that scenario, as it's been around a bit longer, has more features, and it's the legacy crypto trading platform. But both are brilliant exchanges, and do check out any one of my other videos about using trading bots, using algorithms, how to make money in crypto. Thanks for joining me on this one. Do subscribe, have the bell turned on, and share the video if I provided value. Thank you guys. See you soon for another one. Take care. Bye bye.